I want to ask this question because I'm sure a lot of people go through this in relationships. When did you know that?
The kids.
Okay.
No, but if we can
shift it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying I can answer if you can
Okay.
get them out. You don't have to
okay.
cut this.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
If they want to wait in the lobby, then we can talk more.
Okay.
I'll let you come back in. I don't know if we're gonna keep this, but we're sending my kids out so I can get real.
Keeping it.
I was like,
we are keeping it, guys. We about to get real.
You're getting the exclusive, Kenneth.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I doing a good job?
I haven't talked about this.
You haven't?
No.
Well, let's talk.
No, you're doing a great job.
Let's
now,
talk.
they're nosy, so just make sure that they're actually where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your question?
When did you know that it was over in your marriage?
I don't need permission to make my stand. Brought my own heat, brought my own flame. Say it one time, remember the name. Hold up, feel that room shake. One look, one nod, then the whole place. Wait, it's the Kenneth Campbell Show. Campbell Show. It's the Kenneth Campbell Show. Kenneth Campbell Show. Hands up high, let it go. Tonight belongs to me. Yeah. Back row laughing, front row loud.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kenneth Campbell Show, man, where you have your host, Kenneth Campbell. We are live and alive, so we're just going to do a breath check real quick. I just want y'all to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. If you just did that with me, it means that you still have life, you still have purpose. God has a plan for your life. So, yeah, I'm going to jump straight into it, man. We got a powerhouse in the building today, man. I can't wait till y'all see her on the camera. First, I'm gonna do a little quick introduction, you know, something I came up with. So she's beauty, she's business, she's influence, and she's purpose all in one. You've seen her on the hit show on network called Bell Collective, but her impact goes beyond television. She's a model. She's a model maker, she's an entrepreneur, she's a mentor, and a woman helping shape the next generation by teaching young kids confidence and modeling skills while opening doors for them to shine. From the runway to the screen to the community, she's proven that purpose looked good on her. The Kenneth Campbell Show, I want y'all to welcome my guest, my friend, Kayla, the model maker. Come on, y'all, give it up for her. Give it up for her. Give it up for her.
What an intro. That was, you wrote that?
I did.
That's pretty cool.
With a little help of, chat.
I might have to take that and use it for my next.
You can. I got you. So, how are you?
I'm good. I'm
good.
Happy to be here.
Listen, so y'all, when I invited her on, I inboxed her, and I'm gonna tell the truth.
Okay, tell the truth. I love the truth.
I did not think you was gonna come on.
I know you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, and then like she wrote me back like so quick. I'm like, hey, I want you to be my first guest on my podcast. Will you come? She said, sure. Why not? Like, why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I?
I mean, because you're Kayla, the model maker.
I am just Kayla. But you've always been supportive over the years, and we've seen each other out at different events. And if you're starting something new, I want to be a support. I want to be a part of what you're doing. Even my assistant, she was like, some guy named Kenneth reached out, and I don't know if you want to do it. I could tell him no. I said, absolutely not. Send him. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm honored to have you on my show. I've watched you throughout the years, and you've always been an inspiration. Just looking, I believe that we were friends on Facebook way before, you became this big success.
Yeah.
So I've kind of seen all sides of your life.
Yep.
Through social media.
Yes.
And so I think I was living in Texas at the time.
Were you?
Yeah. I was living in Texas. Well, I'm from Birmingham.
Okay.
But I was living in Texas at the time when I saw you just blew up out of nowhere. So I want you to, share with my guests, like, how did this journey start?
So the journey was a little ghetto. In the beginning,
you say it was a little ghetto.
It was a little ghetto. I wasn't necessarily trying to start a business. I was trying to feed my family.
Yeah.
We were what I call supernaturally broke. Yeah. Like, it was like some super underbroke because the things that happened to us just didn't make sense.
So what you mean by supernaturally
broke? We
broke?
had 10 cars repossessed. We had been evicted like 4 times. Like, just crazy stuff would happen to us. I remember one time when I first did start teaching, I was headed to one of the classes to teach people, and my tire flew off of my car, ran across the street.
That's not funny, but...
And I had to get one of the people that were coming to my class to come get me to teach my class. Like, just crazy things like that.
My God.
Very embarrassing. But yeah, we struggled a lot in the beginning, and I had this knowledge because I had tried to get started in modeling myself off and on. I kept running into scams. I didn't know. I knew that people were on TV. I knew people were in magazines, but I didn't know how they got there. But I knew that it was possible. So, by trial and error, I kind of figured out how to get started myself. And people would ask me, because I was in a couple of magazines and I had done some runway shows. So people would ask how I did it. And I had the idea to teach them, but I never really jumped on it. Until my oldest daughter was in the movie Black Panther I think the movie came out in 2018, and everyone was so excited. They were like, oh my gosh, she's in Black Panther. Like, we want you on the news station. And the mayor presented us with a letter and we were on, like, in the newspaper, and just, it was all this attention. And I was low-key embarrassed because I was like, she was just an extra. Like, this is not that deep.
Yeah.
And if, people in Atlanta had seen it, they probably would have laughed me out of town. But I realized the reason why it was so exciting to them is because they just lacked the knowledge. They just didn't know how I did it. And even though it was a simple process, it's a process that you have to know in order to find success, because you can find a scam way easier than you can find the right way in the industry. So one night I was sitting on my living room floor. We had a 900 square foot house. So this room we're in, much bigger than my whole home was. And I was like, why not just jump and do it? I'd seen this video by Steve Harvey he was talking to his audience about just jumping and doing the thing and what's the worst that can happen. Yeah. And it really inspired me. And I sat on my floor that night, and everybody was asleep. It was in the dark, and it was probably like 10 o'clock. And I posted on Facebook, like, I can teach you how to get your child started in acting and modeling for $35 was my price back then. And you know how you go on Instagram and you can, like, write on a picture and save it to your camera roll. So it's very not fancy at all. But I posted that, and 2 people signed up.
Wow.
And to me, that was, first of all, it was actually life-changing money, but it was a life-changing revelation that something I'd been thinking about could produce for me. Like, it could be something, just because I thought about it and I executed it. And that changed the game for me. I was like, wow, like, this really worked. I can do this more. So $70 changed my life. I was able to, buy groceries for my kids, but also know that this is something that could be real. And I started doing consultations at the local library. I could barely get there, didn't have gas, but I started, fumbling through the first meetings one-on-one, teaching them everything I knew. And I remember the first person that ever actually booked something was, like, the 3rd person I met with. She booked for Oshkosh B'gosh. She called me and told me that her son booked it. And I'm running around the house screaming because I knew that it was possible. I knew the information I had was good, but to know that something that you started is actually working for people, because one thing I never want to do is just be making money and no one's getting results from it. So I was so excited. And from word of mouth, we ended up hitting 7 figures in the first 18 months.
Wow.
So I went from being dead broke, like,
not
my
6
kids
figures, 7.
My kids, like, when I say broke, I need you to understand, like, I would walk around the house and find something to take back for $2. Like, I would find an air freshener for $2, take it back to Walmart so I could get 17-cent ramen noodles and a $1 pack of wipes for my kids. Like, tying shirts around them for diapers. They ate oatmeal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, we were splitting packs of ramen noodles. Like, it was bad.
So, like, I've always known you to be a woman of faith,
yes.
Right? And so, did you have faith back then?
Oh, absolutely. We have what was called crazy faith. So people, a lot of times people would call us, like, absolutely crazy. Like, we'd say the things that we were going to do, or we're going to have a, $1 million house, or because I always felt like I was called to change the entertainment industry for good. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just felt like that was a calling, that I could be in entertainment and acting and modeling and still be saved. Yeah. So yeah, I would talk crazy all the time, and people thought that's just what it was, that I had no sense. But I would do stuff by faith all the time, just like symbolic things, like, you know, go to the neighborhood of the house that I felt like one day I'd be able to be in and drive around it and just look, or go and touch the cars at BMW. Like, there's always something I was doing as an extension of the faith that I had. But in the natural, you couldn't see it at all. Yeah. Not at all.
So like, how old were your kids at the time? How old was the oldest?
The oldest was, we were just talking about this, me and her. The oldest, she was 9 when I started the business. So the older two, like, knew struggle. They knew when we're walking around the grocery store, you don't dare pick up anything and put it in the cart, because we're about to be putting stuff out of the cart that we put in it. And then the younger two, like my youngest over there, he has no concept of lack. And, you know, that's something that we wanted. Yeah. It's something that we're like, oh, he's not going to know any lack. He's going to be the rich baby. Yeah. And we spoke that into existence. So sometimes I'm like, buddy, I'm not paying for that. Like, we're not. But, you know, he was 3 years old with the nanny that would pick him up from school and take him to Starbucks. And I didn't have Starbucks till I was 30. Right, so it's just really cool to see. Starbucks is expensive. It's very expensive to see the dynamic between the kids based on where we were at the time.
Wow. So, like, what was your foundation like? I mean, like, I know, like, people learn about God in different stages of their life. But, like, how was your upbringing? Like, who instilled this in you, that type of crazy faith?
It's a great question. I'd love to talk about it. So when I was growing up, I actually grew up Catholic. Okay.
That's interesting.
My mom grew up Catholic, and then she had us in Catholic church. We didn't go regularly. You know, we would go for like Christmas, Easter. Sometimes we you start going for a while and then stop. I have nothing against Catholicism. I just never felt anything, and I didn't have any urge to change. Like, it was just like, you go, you do the things, you genuflect, which I was always so embarrassed about. I don't know if you know about Catholic church, but like, as a kid, when you go in or out of the aisle, you have to bend your knee and do a cross. Well, as a kid, I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, why am I doing this? And my mom, do it. So anyway, it was just like, to me, it was just a bunch of rules and like regulations and things that you did, but I wasn't necessarily learning anything. So it wasn't until I was about 16, Easter, when I turned 16, I visited a church. I think it was, I can't remember the church it was, but I visited with a friend, and they did the altar call, and I just felt like everything in me was compelled to go to the front. And I remember my sister was with me, and this was the moment that I realized that I was called to something different. I remember, like, I felt like God was leading me to the front, and I'm 16 years old, and I'm in a new church, and it's a huge church, and I was like, come on, let's go. Yeah. And she was like, oh no, we already did that. We're already saved. Like, we did that already. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, don't you feel this? Yeah. And she was like, no, we did that already. Like, it was like a box you checked off. We already did that. And I was like, I have to go. And I got up and I went to the front, and that was my salvation. But, you know, if you don't have the right people around you and the right leadership, like, you kind of fall off. So it wasn't until I was 18 that I joined the greatest church on planet Earth. I'll talk to my camera, which is Refresh Family Church.
Refresh.
Yes, under Apostle Stephen Allen Davis. And
I go there from time to time.
Do you?
Like, when I'm patrolling. Like, I'm patrolling the area. You know, I'm a police officer. Yeah. So when I'm patrolling the area, I stop by there like on Sunday to hear the worship. Like, oh my God. It's
the greatest church on earth. And when I walked in, like, I remember the first time I visited, I was like, what is this? Yeah. I had never experienced anything like it. You know, a lot of people grow up in church, but it's like a very religious, like, you know, judgment. Like, it was nothing like that. I was like, I had the urge to change my life immediately. Yeah. And their motto at the time, or our motto at the time, was living a religious-free lifestyle. And I was so confused, because at that point, I'm trying to find God. I'm trying to become more religious, because I think that's the thing to do, like, religious. Right. And I was like, what do they mean you're a church? And you're talking about living a religious-free lifestyle? Like, what are y'all talking about? Yeah. And I kept coming back, and I learned that there's a difference between religion and relationship. Yeah. And religion is just, you know, doing all the things and checking the boxes and don't smoke and don't drink. And I learned that you can have a relationship with God that trumps anything that people are teaching. And that place is just, like, I can't say enough. Like, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my man of God and Refresh Family Church.
Yeah. Awesome church. Every time I visit, they're very welcoming. So I'm intrigued to know, what does your relationship with God look like? Because my relationship with God is, like, we talk, we joke. Like, we be weak. Right. So, yeah, that's my guy. So like,
I love that.
Yes. So
so I am coming out of a place that I never thought I would find myself in, if I'm being completely honest. I spent 2023 and 24 severely depressed. And God was still there, he kept me, but I wasn't doing the things that I was doing that kept me so close, if that makes sense. So I wasn't praying as much. I wasn't reading as much, but like, I would never say I left him.
Yeah.
But now it looks like grace upon grace upon grace,
And that'd be the crazy thing. Like, that's the place I really knew that I had a relationship with God, was during the hard times, and when I wasn't being consistent, when I wasn't sacrificing as much as I used to, when I wasn't tithing as I used to, going to church as I used to. Like, he was still there.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, stuck. And I was like, I started getting confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought it was the opposite.
Listen, I literally said this to someone recently. It is the times where you feel like you've done the worst you can do. You're in the pit. You haven't been reading. You haven't been praying. You haven't been talking to God. That if you do, like if I would go to church, that would be when I would feel his presence so powerfully and the most ever. And I think it's because
I'm getting
we have
emotional.
to understand it's a picture of grace, because a lot of times we feel like, oh, I read today, I prayed today, like I'm doing all the things that you're good. And we're not supposed to think that we're good because of the things that we've done. It's because of grace. It's through grace that we've been saved. But a lot of times we start to feel like, I'm doing all the things, so I'm good. But when you're not doing all the things and God still shows up and you still feel his presence, you fully understand what grace is and what Jesus did for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, it's been the times where I've been like the most, like I remember one time I showed up, my kids are here, but I showed up to church and I'd been drinking. And like, I was really bad off the last 2 years. Like I've gotten a lot better and I'm so grateful. But
amen.
The grace that even Apostle Davis showed me, he was like, he said, Kayla, I don't care if you showed up falling over where you couldn't even get in the building. I'd take you to the back and make sure that you were taken care of. We'd put a TV screen up so you could watch it, and I wouldn't allow anybody to say anything to you. And then one of those times he came down off of the like when church was about to dismiss, he came down off of the stage and he put his hand on me and he started talking to me about my future and how I'm going to save so many women and the stages that he sees me on. And I'm like, if I sneeze, it's going to be tequila. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm crying tears of liquor. But it's those moments that help you understand that no matter how far you go, there's no place that you can go that God can't bring you back from. And that his plan is still there. You can delay it. The things that we do cause it to be delayed, but that's still the plan. It's kind of like a GPS system. If you miss your turn, the GPS isn't like, oh, I can't take you to the mall anymore. Like, just go. It's like, oh, recalculating immediately. It doesn't even say anything. It just immediately recalculates. Will it take you longer to get there? Yes, but you're still going to get there.
I love that. Man, you just kind of made me just so emotional just then. Me just thinking about my relationship with God and how he's never left me, like, through the hardest times when I would think that he wouldn't be there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That sent me somewhere.
I've been there. I'm telling you, like, I confused. Like, you're still there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's nothing like hope. Like, if you don't have hope to become better, then you won't become better. Like, if nobody believes in you to become better. And there are times where I'm like, I know that I've done it now. Like, this is the worst. I've never thought I'd find myself here. I've done things I said I'd never do. Like, there's no way that God can still use me. And those are the times that he shows up the most. Yeah. And it helps you know that there's a path forward and that you can try again.
Right. So, you say 2023 and 2024. This is just 2026.
Just terrible years. Terrible.
Okay. So, you're starring on the Bell Collective show on Oprah Network. How is that?
So, it was an experience. Reality TV is being inside of it. It's not like watching it, so you don't really understand like how things work. But it's not something that I regret doing. It was just, it was a difficult thing to traverse. Like, dealing with different personalities, and I talk about a lot on the show how I was kind of sheltered and I wasn't I didn't really have friends, and I definitely wasn't in a friend group, and having to navigate conflict, and I had to figure out a lot about myself and the insecurities that I have, and how I deal with other people. It was a learning experience for sure.
Okay, so I brought up the 2023 and 2024 because I saw on the show that you had a relationship shift.
Yes.
Okay, so how has that been?
I mean, it was an 18-year marriage. Yeah. And, anytime you're with somebody for that long, it's going to be a major change. Right. I think the biggest thing has been helping my children navigate, because they're the most important thing to me. So just making sure that they're okay, and that, I've always been one to kind of shy away from conversations or bury my head in the sand, and I'm learning at this big age that it doesn't make the problems go away. Yeah, it does. Like, when you come up out of the sand, somehow they're still there. Yeah. There's times that I would just get up and go travel, and I would come back and the problems would still be there. So I'm just learning how to navigate with them and make sure that they're okay. But I'm in a great season of life. I feel a lot better than I felt in a very long time.
I would like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel like many people don't support people as much as they should when they go through a transition of life like that. Yeah. So that's why I always tell couples, congratulations. You're still standing. You're living your best life now. And I believe sometimes seasons shift. I mean, the Bible talks about seasons. Yeah. And maybe it was a time of shifting for you guys. Yeah. And so I want to ask this question because I'm sure a lot of people go through this in relationships. When did you know that? Okay.
No, if we can
shift it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm saying I can answer if you can get them out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
If they want to wait in the lobby, then we can talk more.
Okay.
I'll let you come back in. I don't know if we're going to keep this, but we're sending my kids out so I can get real.
We keeping it.
I was like,
we are keeping it, guys. We about to get real.
You're getting the exclusive, Kenneth.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I doing a good job?
I haven't talked about this.
You haven't?
No.
Well, let's talk.
No, you're doing a great job.
Let's talk.
They're nosy, so just make sure that they're actually where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your question?
When did you know that it was over in your marriage? So just to say, you guys, she just went through a recent divorce. And so I said relationship shift because I didn't want them to understand.
He was trying to be diplomatic. And then my answer was like, what? What do you mean? What are you saying? I get it. I wasn't saying anything at all, but my kids are gone now.
Yeah.
I wish we could go back to that one so I can answer it for real. You said, when did I know it was over?
Yeah.
So, it's so funny doing these interviews because I'm like, okay, my kids are going to see this eventually.
Yeah.
And he might see it eventually. And you want to be nice. Right. And you want to also be able to tell your story. And I think that's been the hardest part, even with the show. Yeah. Is how do I give my truth? Yeah. And protect feelings. And sometimes you can't do both. But I got married when I was 17 years. Well, I met him when I was 17 and he was 32. I married him the second I turned 18. So there's a big gap. It's a 15-year age difference. And, the things that you want when you're younger are not necessarily the things that you need when you're an adult. Yeah. I think, when you're 17, you want somebody that's cute and has a car. Yeah. So you can go places. And I just realized that there were some behaviors or patterns that I thought were normal that just weren't, and that weren't okay. I was not as free as I wanted to be. There was some insecurity there. So like getting up and saying, hey, I want to go walk around Target, or I want to go here. Like it was a big thing. Like I had to rehearse in the mirror how to say I want to go to Target. I was isolated from friends, family. And I won't say that everything was all bad, but like those things kind of molded me and they shaped me as a young girl. And I'm thinking that it's normal and that, it's just the way that it is. But I had to learn over the years that it was insecurity. And it just came to a boiling point. I think the last straw for me, oh goodness. It's like in real time, how do you decide what's okay to say and what's not?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
there's just some,
you're in a safe space.
Yeah, but the internet's not a safe space.
I know.
I found him going through my phone at like 3 a.m. And there was nothing to hide. And I just got tired of it. I was like, why am I always made to feel like I'm doing something wrong? Like if I look out the window and there's a male, it's like, do you know him? Or, if I smile at somebody like, oh, that was my smile. Do you know him? I just got tired of it. Like that's the truth. I got tired of feeling like I was doing something wrong and that I couldn't be free to be myself.
I saw you maybe a year ago. We were at a networking event. I had dreads at the time.
Yeah.
You remember that event?
I think so. On the rooftop?
On the rooftop.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew that you wasn't in the marriage.
A good place, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. Because you looked free. You look free. That night I went home, I told my wife, I said, she looked so free. I said, she's not in a relationship.
Wow.
You're
not the first person to say that.
Yeah.
Stormy on the show says that.
Yeah. There's a type of bondage that you can be in when a marriage is not for you. And like you stated, all of those things, it created a false identity for your life that wasn't your God-given identity. And when I saw you, I'm like, she's free now. I didn't know the details, but I just saw it up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that the marriage wasn't for me. I mean,
and I'm sorry if I worded it that way.
And I feel like if therapy had entered the chat a whole lot sooner for both of us, then we probably would have made it. But when, there's insecurity that's not being seen as an insecurity, it's just like, oh, this is the way things are. You don't do this, you don't do that. Yeah. I think we could have made it. So I wouldn't say that it wasn't for me. I just think that it's not for me now.
Gotcha.
Put it that way.
Okay, listen, so we got to go into our part 2. This is going to be the end of our part 1.
Okay.
So y'all continue to I'm just so lost for words after all of that. We're going to part 2 in a minute, but we're going to go to a short commercial break. All right.
Funny is people like the ones that really have a lot of knowledge and have become successful. They're an open book. They want other people to succeed.
Yes.
But people that want you to think that they have all the things, they're the ones that are, in a gatekeeper mentality because they don't want you to attain the little that they've attained because they think you'll surpass them. Yeah. And that's what you get. Like if you reach out to people that are really doing something, a lot of times they will answer you because they want to help the next person up because they're not goofy.
And then they also know the benefit of it too. I mean, like you have a business and I can have some mothers and fathers watching my show and they like, oh, she helped kids become models.
Absolutely.
Let me go ahead and find her website so I can sign my kids up.
Absolutely.
And boom.
And you should.
Yeah, she's good, y'all. So, welcome back to the Kenneth Campbell Show, y'all. We got Kayla, the model maker, here with us today. And we were just talking about her recent divorce. We were talking about evolving.
Yeah.
How, we as individuals evolve in relationships and marriages. And it's very important. Matter of fact, it's a necessity for the couple to grow together because one can surpass the other mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. And what happens is you got one person up here and the other person is down here. Like there's no in syncness.
Yeah.
And it can cause problems in relationships and marriages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always want to be careful because I'm no expert. Like I thought I'd be married forever. Like 18 years is a long time. And I was always of the mindset like that nothing and no one, nothing should ever, like there's no excuse. Like I didn't have a lot of grace for divorce. And I would think like when people say we grew apart, it's like, well, grow back together. on the other side, I understand things a little bit differently, and I'm still not like a huge advocate for divorce. I don't want people to think that, but there was definitely some growing apart happening, which I didn't even fully understand. I'll never forget my 30th birthday. We went to Vegas and we were so excited because like literally first time on a plane since we've been married. Like we didn't have money for that. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're in Vegas, and I'm so excited. But he was really like, he just wasn't himself the whole trip. Like he was in his head. And then finally I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, you're going to leave me. And I'm like, what? Like we're at the height of our lives. Like we're doing so good. Like, what are you talking about? And he kept saying like, you're changing. Like you're changing. You're different. You're growing. Like you're around so many successful people. And like, I need to do something. And he was very serious about it. I went to support him, even though I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. I was like, we're good. And I remember we got home and I bought him a laptop and I was like, whatever you want to do. He's like, I think I want to get my GED. So like he started studying for that, and I was super supportive. And now looking back at that moment, I know exactly what he was talking about. And it might have even been God speaking to him. Like you have to do something, you have to grow. He was very talented, but he was just kind of stuck in his own way, like never jumped out to do things. Whereas me, I get an idea and I'm like, oh, like I literally had an idea yesterday and I started a new program literally yesterday. And I've always been that go-getter, like jump out there and do stuff. And I don't know if it was just in his mind that he thought because of that I was going to leave. Like I had no intentions at that point in time. But yeah, that's the biggest example I can have of like that growth that can really cause a rift when one person is shifting and changing and one isn't.
So I heard you mention counseling and therapy.
Yes.
Like, did you go through counseling?
We went too late. We went way too late. We should have been in counseling like from the beginning.
It definitely
we did
works.
do a session and then we ended up not going back. And I would never say everything was all him. Like I have learned that I could be very disrespectful at times. I've learned that men count love as respect, and women, it's different for men and women. For women, it's like lovey-dovey. For men, it's like, if you respect me, you love me. I can say that if I got upset, it didn't matter what came out of my mouth, like especially towards the end. Like I would just say whatever, and that was on me. I have a switch. I'm like super, super nice. This is me most of the time. But there's a switch in there somewhere, and I'm trying to get rid of her.
I think we all have a switch.
Mine is like from 0 to 100. Like it's like I almost want to tell a story, but
go ahead.
Listen, a few months ago, like first I want to preface this by saying this is me. Like I'm this nice. But when I feel like I'm very real with me and what I deal with, and like I'll look at myself clearly and be like, Kayla, this is a problem. Like, why is it? And I'll dig deep and try to figure it out. So 2 instances. A couple months ago, I was in Huntsville. This is so bad. I'm telling the story. I was in Huntsville. I was at Stormy's Live, and it was super late, like 3:00 in the morning, when me and Jason left. And I booked a room on my my phone, and I go to check in, and the lady's like, it's too late. I'm not checking you in. Like, she was super rude. And I was like, I paid for it. You can check me in. She's like, well, like she was just being super rude. And then finally she was like, well, you can book another one because that one was for last night because it's like 3:00 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, I'll get my money back later. I book another one. And she was like, okay, you have to pay your deposit with this link I'm about to send you, which I thought was weird because usually tap. And I was like, okay. So I pay the deposit with the link, and then it's still like an hour. And I go up there, I'm like, I paid the deposit. Like, what do we do? And she was like, that's not the right link. I don't know who you paid. I'm like, well, what's your name? Because the email came from you. And she's like, I don't give my name out. Like, so then I look on the table and see a paper with her name on it. I was like, that's your name? That's the name of the email. You sent this link and I paid for it, so let me in the room. And she was like, I don't know what that was. I must have made a mistake, but oh well. Like, I'm not helping you. And I turn around because I feel the switch coming. I turn around like facing the opposite way of the counter, and I'm trying to breathe. And Jason's standing in front of me. It's the guy I'm dating. Standing in front of me. And I look up around the room and I said, are there cameras in here? He was like, yeah. By the time I turned back around, it's so bad. I literally swiped everything off the front, the computer. I knocked it all over because it was almost as if, well, there's nothing you can do. Bye. Like and it made me feel like I was stupid. It made me feel like She got the last word, which
Yeah.
I don't like people getting the last word. And I was like, there's nothing I can do. Like, you're making me leave. And I just spent $600.
Right.
Like, I knew I could probably get it back later and call
Yeah.
corporate, but she was
Yeah.
like, oh, well. And she had this wig on that was terrible. And I just, in my mind, I was like, I'm either going to snatch the wig off or I'm going to knock everything off. And you know what's so funny? And I told my kids about it because I want to teach them.
Yeah.
It was a thought first. Like,
Okay.
literally, I'm sitting there talking to her, being rude, and I'm looking at the stuff on the desk. And I'm like, I could probably knock the stuff over.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her wig, and I was like, I
It
could
was
snatch that wig.
premeditated.
And the longer the thought, like, that's insane for
Yeah.
me to even be thinking these things. Let's get it clear. Like, why are you thinking this? But the more I meditated on that thought and the more I entertained it, it became a reality. And it wasn't like, okay, I'm going to do it now. It was just like my hand came up and boom, I knocked everything off the desk. 2 laptops, papers went flying. She's yelling. She's like, I'm calling the police. And then I just turned around and flipped my braids and walked out. And then once I got to the car and calmed down, I was like, I'm going to jail. Jason's like, Kayla, you can't do stuff like that. Like, why do you have such a point to prove? Like, what? He was like, what do you have to prove to people? Like, what is the problem? So that was one instance. And then the other one, so that was like 2 months ago. The other one was
2 months ago.
that was 2 months ago. But the other one was like 3 days ago.
Jesus and God.
I'm working myself. But I went to church. I won't even tell you what happened on Saturday. But that one, that lady was even more rude. But I went to church the next day, and the guest pastor was talking about like not being in competition, and I don't think it's a competition thing, but it kind of is because I sat there and I'm like, what is your issue? Like, why couldn't you just let her have the last word and walk off? And it was like, because that would have made me feel stupid. Like, she would have made me feel like I was stupid if I let her get the last word.
Yeah,
and it all goes back to childhood trauma, and I was like, I can't allow, like, there's a quote, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Right.
And I'm consenting to that. I'm letting you make me feel this way. I'm letting you push my buttons. And the higher I go, like, Jason's always telling me, like, Kayla, you're on TV. There's cameras everywhere. You can't be
everywhere
this sweet girl on TV. And then they see you like do it. And I'm like, no, I really am sweet. Like, she made me mad. It was her fault. Like, that's childish. And I tell my kids that. So I'm working on myself. I don't even know how we start talking about this. What are we talking about this?
I don't know, but we
told all my,
like,
oh, Lord.
It's funny because you remind me of myself because I did the same thing in Five Guys.
You knocked some stuff off the desk?
I knocked off everything. And I took their tip jar.
I
took their tip jar because they wouldn't give me my money back. And I called the police once I left. Yeah. I'm like, no, y'all not going to have the last word. That was aluminum foil in my burger.
Oh.
And I brought it back. Oh, we didn't do this. Da.
And you're like, yes, you did.
Yes, you did. I was biting my sandwich and the aluminum foil was in there. And so she was like, okay, well, we can't give you your money back. I was like, really?
That you can't?
I said, okay.
And you feel this thing, like you feel, don't you feel it? Like switch. It rises up?
That was a switch.
It's bad. My switch is bad. And it scares me. And I'm like, I really have to work on this. And I knew like the second, you know, when you're in church and you hear something that you know is like hitting you upside the head and you know it's for you.
Yeah.
What comes next? The test.
Right.
Like, you say you're going to change. I've been waiting. Like, all week, I'm like, I know that something's going to come up and I'm going to be tested and I have to pass the test because I can't be knocking stuff over at hotels. I hope she's not watching this. I spent a week scared that like the police were going to come knocking on my door.
Wow.
Because I think that's bad, right? Isn't that like a misdemeanor? That's something.
Oh, God. And I'm a police officer. Lord help.
Oh, wait, no. I didn't do that. It was a made-up story just so nothing. That
I haven't heard anything.
I made the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Just for context.
Exactly.
Yeah. I made it up.
Yeah. It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah. We lie sometimes.
I just told y'all all my business. Lord have mercy. I'm not like mean.
Awesome.
It's just,
it's awesome. So, man, like, time is really ticking. So I want to go ahead and, you're going to come back?
I should bring Jason back. You'll love to talk to him.
I would love to meet him.
He's like the opposite of me. Super calm.
Yeah.
Super patient.
Just 2 minutes. How 2
minutes?
No, I just want to ask you about him.
Okay, gotcha.
How has the relationship been with him?
It's amazing. It's been the most healing experience.
Okay.
I'm a bit traumatized and he has been so patient with me. Like I saw this post on Instagram. I sent it to him. He was looking at me like, but it said, me and my first marriage, and it was like 4,762 red flags, and you were good. And it was like me dating after divorce. Like he coughs wrong. I'm running. Like I'm leaving. And I've been very like, you know, she's a runner, she's a track star because there's fear. There's you don't want to make the same mistakes again. But he's been super patient with me. Very kind, just patience is the word that I think of. And that doesn't mean that I'm like always pushing him there. It just means that he's giving me time to heal, to reflect, to understand who I am and what I want. When you get married that young, especially to someone who's not really letting you be free.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, for instance, and I think I said this on another podcast, like he decided one day, my ex-husband decided one day that he didn't like Subway anymore. Like, we had always went to Subway and ate it and loved it. And then he was like, I'm not eating Subway anymore. Like, I don't like it. So I stopped eating Subway because he didn't like it. And I want a meatball sub, guys. Look, I want a meatball sub with banana peppers and black olives. And that's weird. That's how I eat it. Or like mayo. Like when I met him, he hated mayo. I hate mayo. I've never even tasted it. Like there's so many things that like we took being one way too seriously. I was not a whole person. Yeah. I was a half a person and I was mostly him. Yeah. And Jason has been instrumental in helping me figure out like, what do you like? Like, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. Like, what do you want to do? Yeah. And that's really important for me to have like a safe space to just to be free.
Then you can be yourself now.
Absolutely.
Holy. That's what's up. Shout out to Jason.
What up, boo?
That's what's up. Okay. So we're going to start going into our segments. I always do like 3 segments. They're very fun. Okay. And I think you'll like it.
Oh, can the babies come back now?
Sure.
Come back in? Okay,
cool. Yeah. Okay. So the first
so they can look it up on YouTube and watch it anyway.
Right. So the first segment is called Soul Check. So basically, I ask you questions and we see how much soul that you got. Once you hear the questions, you'll know exactly what I'm saying. Okay. You ready?
Okay.
And I said I'm gonna start doing like a timer on this because some people take their time, but I should put a timer on this.
If it's songs, like I probably don't have any soul.
It's not songs.
Okay, let's go.
But I do have a segment with songs. We can try that too, because that'll be fun. All right. First question. If I say you're capping, what am I saying?
Oh, you're lying. Like you're not telling the truth.
Okay. Ding dong. I like that. If I say she's the birthday, what am I referring to?
I've been seeing this and I asked my daughter and there's like the birthday cake if you're sweet, and then like you're the birthday balloons. Yeah. I think it means like you're that girl, like you're the birthday, like you're it, right? I don't know. I looked it up on Urban Dictionary and they didn't give me a clear answer.
Yeah, you got that right. You got that right. I think you did real good. It means you're the celebration, you're the life of the party. It's all about you.
Gotcha.
You're the birthday.
You're the birthday.
Okay.
Cool.
So, who does these digits belong to? 281.
Mike Jones.
Ooh, Mike Jones.
330-8004. Mike Jones up on the left.
Wait a minute.
You saying that with Mike Jones so much? It's because.
Wait a minute. I got to say
back then.
You sung that.
They
no offense,
did not
Brad.
Want me. Okay.
You said that like a white girl.
But now that I'm hot, they're all on me, right? No, seriously, that should be my theme song. Yeah. Like I wouldn't say I was a nerd, but I was like looked over in high school. Like I was not popular. I was kind of made fun of. I was a loner. I moved here to Alabama from New York, so I didn't really have like a friend group when I got here. And I was like too white for the black kids, and I'm so weak. Too black for the white kids, and it was like I didn't fit anywhere. They like I'll never forget because I went to Clay Chalkville back when it was
Clay
different, and like it was predominantly white. So then it's like, okay, there's a new black kid, like come sit at our table, and I sat there, and they instantly dismissed me within like 3 days. They're like, oh yeah, you're weird. So we don't know where you can go, but just go somewhere. So yeah. Anyway, back then they didn't want me.
That's what's up. I didn't know you was from New York.
Yeah, I grew up in Buffalo, New York.
Wow. Okay. Yep. So do you ever travel back?
I do. My grandfather, hey granddaddy, he's there. He's like my bestest friend. I love him so much. So that's I go back to see him.
That's what's up. Okay. Next question. She did real good on that one, y'all. What y'all think? Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. So if it's 1:00, if I tell you I'm 15 minutes away, what time am I arriving?
You're going to arrive at like 1:32.
Okay, I can buy that. You know what? Actually, I really thought that you was going to be late today.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. The only reason I wasn't late. So at 3:16, 17, I'm lounging in my bed on FaceTime with Jason, chilling.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I have a podcast at 4. And he was like, at 4?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, 4 o'clock. And I was like, oh, I'm probably going to be late to that. Let me see where it is. And to my surprise, it was up the street. I was like, God, you're good. He's going to think I'm an on-time person. I got here 3 minutes early because I live down the street. No interview I've ever done has ever been in Trustville. I said, does that say Trustville?
I am so
I'm
weak.
good to go. But that's the only reason I'm on time.
Yeah, I told Brad, I said, listen here. I said, this one, she's a later. Like, she's going to be late. Like, she posts when she's going to the airport.
I do.
If the flight is leaving at 3 o'clock, she's probably getting there probably about 2:30.
Yeah, I've literally gotten to the airport like 32 minutes before the flight, and I make it every time. Have you seen those posts I make where people like are in my comments trying to tell me that I'm lying or that they're like, there's no way, that's irresponsible, why would you teach people that? I'm like, what? That's the time I get there. I didn't say for you to do it.
When you travel so much, like,
I know everything. I know what concourse to go to. I know where to park. If you're flying out of Atlanta, always park on the roof because you'll never lose your car, and it's the closest to clear. Okay, you need to have clear.
Noted.
And I just know how to work it. I love flying, and I get in and out. I love Atlanta Airport.
Yeah, I mean, so like, what do you wear to the airport? Do you wear do you dress up, or do you just wear like?
I used to want to be one of those girls that's like had the cute airport outfit, but Jason lives in Dallas, so I've literally Dallas. Like every weekend we see each other, whether I fly there or he flies here. Yeah. So I don't try to get cute for the airport. It's like 5 o'clock flights. I wear a t-shirt and shorts. Sometimes my pajamas. I don't know.
I feel like that's the best thing to do because you got to go through the detectors. They want you to take your sandals off. And
I don't check a bag. I just get up and go.
Yeah, it's best to do it that way. I mean, shoot, your pointers of how to get through the airport is better than mine because I would actually take a wheelchair. Do we have the
same necklace on?
I think we do.
We have the same exact necklace on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. My clasp is broken, so if you want to give me yours, then you can just have my broken one.
Mine is not real, so.
Oh, did you think mine was? Honey.
A little bit.
I think I own is real.
Listen here,
I had a real purse one time and I sold it because I was like, why did I do that? Like I spent $2,500 on a real Louis just so I could say I had a real Louis. And then you go to New York City and they have all these purses laying on the ground that you can buy and it looked just like my Louis. And I said, why do I have $2,500 in this one when I could put $80 in this one? So all my stuff is fake, y'all. Yeah. And
rich people think differently. Like, that's why I'd be like, I think I heard like a rapper, I don't know who it was, maybe 50 Cent or somebody. It was somebody. Yeah. But it was like, oh, none of this is real.
Yeah, I saw that interview. It was a podcast. I saw it. Yeah. And I love people that can tell the truth. Like, the best thing you can be is transparent. Right. Like, it's a difficult thing to do, but once you start, like, I'm going to tell the truth because I don't have to remember what I lied about. I don't have to worry because I'm telling the truth. It's fake, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. So, next question. Where do you store your cereal in the house?
On top of the refrigerator. That's where it goes.
Oh, that is where it goes. You know how many people get that wrong? Like, I've had 3 or 4 people on so far, and no one has given that answer.
It goes on top of the fridge.
It goes on top of the fridge. Somebody said the pantry. Somebody said the cabinet. It goes on top of the refrigerator, guys.
Now, sometimes we I think the last house that we keep it in the pantry, because I'm trying to be sophisticated in Trustville. But when you say a soul question, I know exactly where that goes. Oh my gosh, do you know another thing? What? Do you keep Walmart and Target bags? Yes. Do you have a place in your house for them? Okay, so he has soul. Because I found out that a lot of white people don't. I'm living with my kid's nanny. We're about to move tomorrow because it's my house leak. But anyway, she's white. Absolutely love her. She's become like my mom. Yeah. But the other day, my daughter told me, she's like, Mom, Miss Stephanie asked me why there's all these Target bags under her sink. And Bella was like, what do you mean? What's wrong? What do you mean? Yeah. She's like, there's a bunch of bags under here. I just don't understand. And I'm like, weak. You don't keep, you don't reuse them? Yeah. Okay, you do. A lot of people, some people don't. They don't keep them. I have some in my own personal bedroom. A whole, you put the bags in the bag and you leave it over there and you use it for what you need. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask some more. Maybe it's just her. Ask your white friends if they...
I'm so weak.
If they keep bags.
It used to be so bad with us. We had certain bags that we liked. I think we liked Merino's bags.
Yeah, a little sturdier.
Food fair. Yeah.
Walmart bags are a little thin. Yeah. Target bags are great.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, they don't break as much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is fun.
Yeah, it is. We got 4 more minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So, how much sugar do you put in Kool-Aid?
Oh, okay, so I know the answer to this. I don't do sugar anymore or Kool-Aid because I just learned about the dyes and all that kind of stuff. Red 40, blue 8. But you put 2 cups, 2 full cups of sugar in Kool-Aid. That's what we did back in the day. How many do you say?
I say about 2.
Okay.
I say about 2.
Which is an astronomical amount of sugar, guys.
It is.
If you look up what sugar does to the body, like y'all, please,
Yes.
like look at it. I don't do sugar anymore.
Yeah. I haven't had Kool-Aid in
terrible for
years
you.
though.
It's so
I
bad
love
for you.
Kool-Aid,
Then the
though.
red dye, but it was delicious. I will say that. It was delicious.
Yeah. Okay, so I have more questions to this, but because of time, we're gonna go into our next segment.
Okay.
So this is called One Word. I know you say you don't really do music like that, but I'm gonna do 2 of these.
Okay.
So what this is, I'm gonna give you 1 word, and you got to give me the first song that comes to mind,
Okay.
and you have to sing it.
I don't have to sing it.
Yeah.
He just threw that in there like that was okay.
Yeah. Okay. First word. Love.
Keisha Cole. That's my client, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out
Y'all have
Keisha
to
Cole.
insert the picture of me and her. That's the hardest song to sing. Love.
Yeah. I love Keisha Cole. Like
she's so
like
sweet.
like when I got my wife, she was like, who's your favorite female singer? I was like, Keisha Cole.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
love that.
Oh God. I be singing Keisha Cole like to the rooftop.
Remind me to show you the picture, but she's super sweet. I messaged her. She was at InvestFest last year as a singer.
Yeah.
Doing a concert.
Yeah.
And I messaged her and I was like, I can't get in VIP, but if you let me in, then I'll make your son famous. And she literally answered me. It was like, had her assistant hook up with me and they brought us backstage and everything. It was so cool.
That is what's up. Because she was supposed to come to Birmingham, I think maybe like a year or 2 ago.
Yeah.
But she didn't come.
Did she never come to Birmingham?
No.
Oh.
No, I was so heartbroken.
I'll send her this for you.
Yeah, maybe you can set that up for me. Keisha Cole, I love you. What's that song is? I trust you. I never leave.
I don't know that one.
I won't hurt you. I'm down for you, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that
Yes,
song.
I love that one. Trust. It's called Trust.
Okay.
Okay, next song. Nobody.
Nobody.
Hold on, these are too easy for you.
Who can give you what you need? Okay.
Okay. Next word. Victory.
The first one, victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. And I didn't even grow up in like church like that. But yeah. Get thee.
Do you shout?
Because victory today. I am not a shouter. I'm a jumper.
You're a jumper?
I don't know. Like there was one time on Pentecost Sunday in 2011, and the reason I remember it is because something happened in my body that I never knew could. Like you see people. Like I didn't grow up churched, right? And my church is such a non-religious. Like they don't do all of the little like the the churchisms. But I have watched people shout, and I'm like, is that real? Like, is that what? How is your body doing that?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like when they go. It's like they're like, do you know what I'm talking about? And it's like,
yes.
it happened to me 2011.
How did it feel?
I felt fine after. It was amazing.
How did it feel during?
At first I was like, like I was like my feet were moving in a fashion that I was not moving them. Like that was fully in the spirit. Like now I'm a jumper. Like and if I run, I've been through some things that week. Like if you see me take off running, like the spirit is upon me.
Yeah.
But like a shouter, no, because I feel like sometimes people like they have to do it intentionally. Like I'm never gonna intentionally like.
Oh, keep going. Okay.
Like I don't do anything that's like I'm going to move my feet like this. Like like when the spirit takes over, I do what I do, but I wouldn't call myself like a shouter. Like you know how they I don't know. Like are they doing it intentionally? Like do they just? Because that doesn't just naturally happen to me.
So I mean, I think it affects everybody differently.
Yeah.
But
I'm a crier.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not much of a crier, but I don't know. I used to be a shouter. I used to love shout.
See, when you say I used to love shouting, that means that you were intentionally doing something.
No, I wasn't intentionally. 1 minute. Okay, I wasn't intentionally doing it.
It just happened, and
it's just like it's something like
your
uncontrollable.
Praise has transitioned.
Yeah, my praise has transitioned.
Okay.
And I want to say I've evolved.
Yeah.
I'm not as much as I guess spiritually emotional.
Yeah.
Like I used to be. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. As long as you can feel the presence of God.
Feel the presence
Whatever it
of
makes you
God.
do is what you do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you gave me a song. Okay. Next word, talk.
Can we talk? Or is that what you thought of?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw that.
Good. Okay, y'all. So, man, that's our show, man.
This might be like top 3 podcasts I've ever done. That was really fun. Yeah.
That was fun.
You're good at this. Good job.
Thank you. I enjoyed you. Did y'all enjoy her? She was awesome, right? I mean, I believe that we're gonna have to invite you back because that was just too short.
We can definitely come back whenever you want. And it's down the street.
Bet. I mean, did you say you want to invite Jason on, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because I would love to hear his perspective, on your story.
You have to hear his
and
perspective.
meeting you and everything like that. Meeting Kayla the model maker. So y'all, give it up for Kayla the model maker. Where can they find you at?
So on Instagram, it's my platform of choice. It's Kayla Model Maker, but my name is spelled KLA.
Okay.
KLA Model Maker.com, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. It's all the same.
Okay. Good stuff, y'all. There you have it, Kayla the model maker. Y'all, I thank y'all for tuning in into the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. And we have a donation link, right, Brad? I guess we'll get that on the screen where you could donate to this cause. And yeah, man, y'all have a good one. We're out.